Hello everybody, welcome back into another stream of Blasphemous 2. Hope you're doing well. So, on last night's episode, we fought our first boss, whose name I don't remember, but he was a skeletal dude on a pile of ashes. Trying to refrain from making the pirate ship joke. So anyway, that's kind of where we left off. We discovered a couple of places. I'll have to look at the map to tell you what they were, because I'm really good at that whole memory game. And since last night's stream, I did delve slightly into the lore of Blasphemous 1. I certainly still have a lot of research that I need to do, but I've come to a better understanding of some things, perhaps, and probably a bigger misunderstanding of others, which is always the nature of a first dive into the lore. So, we ended up in the Aqueduct of Costales? I don't know. And so, some of the thoughts that I had looking at the lore of Blasphemous 1, and I don't exactly know about this because I need to look at the timeline and parse things out a bit better, but I looked at all of the endings for Blasphemous 1, so I kind of saw the whole thing going on with ending A and C, which I hadn't before, and I learned more about the High Wills. Now, the thing that I'm currently thinking about the High Wills, which is very subject to change, is that there's a good possibility that they may have been the archdeacons that were mentioned when we were trying to get all those three masks to climb the elevator to the Archcathedral rooftops. Now, I am skeptical of this idea because I initially thought that the archdeacons would have been followers of that religion. But looking back at some of the mask descriptions, it sounded kind of like they were, I don't know how to describe them, almost like the equivalent of frontiersmen into the dreams. So I don't know whether or not the twisted man was already twisted into the tree and the miracle already existed. But regardless, I'm very skeptical about much of the High Will's claims, because it sounded like the illustrious one that they were following and then betrayed wanted them to kind of understand the dream world a bit better, and he was taken with pagan heretical beliefs of the village, which I think is the church where we were tithing and everything to, or just the local religion of the land. And they may have started retroactively rewriting things, but I don't entirely know about all that. So anyway, that's kind of where my head is for now. Like I said, I still need to do a lot of research into that. So anyway, welcome on in, everybody. Scott Leezy, Levelvitz, Metal Wolf, Robbie. Nice to see all of you guys again. You beat this game last night for the third time and you still haven't got 100% completion yet? It's totally understandable. Yes, so we beat Radames. Radames? I don't remember how you pronounce that. So yeah, that's the one boss we defeated. I picked the hammer because I liked the AoE of its movement, and it apparently hits multiple times. I've kind of got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the weapon right now, because I just miss not having my dash attack. But other than that, really, I've been very pleasantly surprised at how much utility this weapon's had for me. You think the High Wills spoke themselves into existence? So, one of the things that I was trying to look up a bit more about before that, because I think in their own heads canon, they probably believe that. But like I said, I can't really see them as anything like a reliable narrator. So I'm very, very skeptical about any of their claims. But, oh yeah, the thing that I was trying to look into right before stream began was how Altus Gracias got three faces, and if that has any relationship whatsoever to how the High Wills are a bit of a triumvirate thing as well. Alright, we made it. I have no idea if I'm doing things properly, but alright. Hey J Dixon, welcome back in. The moveset of Mea Culpa got split up among the Blasphemous 2 weapons. Did it? Yeah, I should have played around with all three of them at first, but I didn't exactly know what I was doing. I didn't think to check the R1 button. Oh, okay, this makes sense. So I'm probably going to need to jump there this way. Let's try this. Hold on. Oh no, my jump height is not very high. Actually, I think I should be able to make that. Yeah, I don't think so. It's a little bit up more. I feel like if I go this high, I just need to... Doesn't matter, may as well go all the way up to the top. Where's the bell again? Right down there. They got me all paranoid looking down anywhere in this game now. Okay. Level asks, is the pogo control issue fixed? Honestly, I don't know because I haven't had to pogo yet. But that's a very good question. I can't mantle. They tricked me. So I really should have just put it all the way up on the top. All right. Okay. I almost had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to hit it if I went all the way. Hey, Fridge Max, how's it going? Welcome back again. We made it. We got a baby. 6 of 33. All right. You weren't here for the last stream, but you were curious to hear what I think about Blasphemous 2 compared to 1. You've been hesitant to buy it. So, I mean, I've only just started, and there's still quite a lot I feel like I need to learn. Because when you begin the game, you get the choice between 3 weapons, and I selected 1, which I actually kind of like quite a bit, but I also don't know how much the other 2 weapons could have affected my experience. But so far, I'm liking it. Like, it's really comparable to the first one. The controls feel a little bit tighter, which is good. There is like one issue that I've had where I can't seem to let go of ledges with like the cancel button that would have been in the first game. So if I press the dodge button, R2, nothing happens, which is actually really annoying to me. Even if I'm holding down and pressing the button, nothing happens. However, if I go on a ladder like this one and I press the dodge button, I drop like normal. So there is a little bit of inconsistency in this game, but overall, I think the movement is a little bit more fluid, and that's kind of my initial impression. Several hours of gameplay and still no pogo mechanic. Well, to be fair, the pogo stuff in the first game it happened very irregularly, and most of the time when I really had to worry about it is the late game stuff. And so, talking about the 3 starting weapons, they seem to have different abilities that will let you access different areas. So, I'm assuming the flail thing that I picked up is what's allowing me to hit these gigantic bells and ring them. Whereas, apparently, somebody in chat told me you need, like, the daggers for the mirror ladies, which I have no idea what they do. And then, I guess maybe the tree branches might interact with something else, but I don't know yet. Thank you. So, Maase, welcome back in. She says, or he says, that there is still pogo in this game. Okay, so I just haven't gotten to it yet. I think I've already explored this spot, yeah. So that was the baby room. So I still can't go this way. So I guess I'm just going to go to the right. Or maybe back all the way to the top. Oh, no, I remember because that's that place now. Okay, so yeah, I think... maybe I didn't go down there. I was going to say, I think I've fully explored this place as much as I can for now. Oh, and one other part of the game where I haven't explored too much of it yet is this kind of new synergy-inducing, like, altar system, which doesn't make much sense with me just talking about it like this. But you can collect these statues, and depending on how you combine them, you get different synergistic effects or resonances. So the two that I have equipped now boost each other by creating bursts of fire when I activate my Flail's Fiery skill, which I'll try to show that off. You're going to go back to Blasphemous 1 to 100% it? I still need to do that as well. Maybe I'll find some time over the weekend. Although, maybe not. This weekend I'm going to be really busy trying to edit some videos. And, you know, for regular channel viewers, I'm getting really close to releasing a lot of things relating to Elden Ring and a couple reviews. But just as a bit of a warning, like the Elden Ring stuff is mostly translation stuff that I probably should have been doing more consistently over the past 2 months. So that was the fire effect of this weapon, which I haven't used yet. It's kind of like the trick weapons in Bloodborne. And because this weapon hits multiple times, it kind of gets fervor pretty quickly. Fridge says, there were a few people saying the game was changed fundamentally, but some of the changes seem cool, and it seems very blasphemous-y. Thank you for answering your question. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for asking. Oh yeah, there's definitely a pogo tech in Hollow Knight. Although that one is way more robust than anything that I've seen in Blasphemous. Oh yeah, and in addition to all that other stuff, they added a quick miracle and like a chant miracle. So what I just used right then was a chant. And if I just press circle once, I will use my quick miracle. So they definitely switched some things around. I don't know if enemies are going to be as static as they were in the first game. But so far, everything's been pretty okay. I hate the blind jumps. Alright, so I need a bell for that. Okay. Oh, so wait, how did I even get over there then? Did it once, didn't I? Oh, I remember. Wait, no, I don't. I don't remember nothing. But I got there before somehow. Unless just coming this far to the left activated it? Oh, okay, that might explain things. So the bell's over there. So maybe I come back there from the Sacred Entombments? Because I don't think I can get that way from this direction. Oh yeah, Fridge. There's also another factor to this game in that you can kind of directly upgrade your weapon skills by the Marks of Martyrdom, which I just picked up a moment ago, which can probably really change how things feel. But I'm only at the beginning stages of that, so I can't comment too much on that. I guess I'm just going to go heal up. So the next enemy that I see, I'll use the quick miracle on right there. Oh, and I fully got that back. Yeah, I really like the AoE of the flail. I don't know if I can cast the miracles in the air now that I think about it. I don't know how to activate these chains yet either. Actually... Okay. So I can use that to kill my momentum as well. And those kind of replace the Blood Blade of the first game. Seems like a lot of the changes are expanding and adding to the game rather than taking away. The map looks labyrinthian, complex like before. It's all good if you can't give a full answer. Yeah, I just wanted to give you as much of a full answer as I could. So, in other words, if you liked Blasphemous, I can imagine that you'd like Blasphemous too. Oh yeah, and this is a big difference. If you fall into spikes, it only takes... Oh, I thought it took like fully half your health. It only takes a portion of your health rather than the full thing. Which, that's a really big change. And yeah, as you see, some enemies even return, which I think is really neat. And also, like, a little bit questionable, considering the time frame of things, but oh well. Did I ever ring this? I think I must have. But I don't think I could have jumped where I wanted to down there, so I didn't. Scallyzy thinks overall it's an improvement in depth across the board. Sometimes you'll just want the simplicity of an earlier game in a series, so Blasphemous 1 still has value as well. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm boned. Okay, I can use the hand thing to get out though. Alright. So we beat one boss. Oh, I should probably fill out that area. Never mind. I should check this out. You don't mind repeats as long as it's not from laziness? And I've done well answering. You know, it's early, but is the lore as good / mystical? So, hold on. I'm not able to get lore for everything, like my weapons, which is really annoying. And some of the text does seem shorter, but a lot of the text also seems a lot longer. And I'm just kind of too early in the game to tell you how well the lore stacks up. And I'm also not the most familiar with Blasphemous 1's lore, but it seems fine so far. And apparently this game is supposed to canonically take place after ending C, as in Charlie. If you had questions about that. Alright, so now we keep going down. Run! Okay. Oh. I should have used my miracle and then done that. So 3 hits restores all of my miracle juice from casting that. Hold on. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I heard like the crackling. Unfinished lullaby. Fragment of a lullaby written by a mother intended to soothe the cries of the innocent one. Sleep, my child, sleep. Don't cry. My voice sings to you. Oh, so that might be the same lady that we met. The weird one. Maybe I should go visit her again? You've acquired 100 Tears of Atonement. Okay, so then that marks off that. So then I just don't know how to get through these sections, which must have like the burning things. And then I know there were like burning things here, but it didn't mark them. Okay, I feel better about that. I feel like maybe there should be a secret room up there though. Hey, SNX, how's it going? Other than losing track of time. Yeah, I can't tell you too much about the world building just because I don't think I quite know enough of this game yet to answer that as well as I could. Alright, so I'm gonna assume there's no secret door here. Oh well. I don't like that noise though. You unlocked Blue Mage in Final Fantasy XIV. Ever play it? Yes, I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV as well as the Blue Mage in Final Fantasy XIV. Because that's like one of my favorite classes ever. Just everything relating to enemy skill is just give me more. But I've never really been able to fully get into Final Fantasy XIV. And I think part of it is just because I don't like the base movement of it. I was also never like the biggest fan of its graphical style, which is it's okay, but it just never like really appealed to me that much. And I've tried a couple times to get into it. The first time I got through A Realm Reborn and got to Heavensward, but kind of got burnt out on like some of the not repeatable, but like how do I describe it? Like, they're not even side quests. Like, it's part of the main story quest, but it just doesn't really affect anything. So, like, I was supposed to fight a bunch of, like, Sahagins after, like, Leviathan showed up. And I'm like, that's okay. I just kind of don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't seem relevant to anything. So I got to Heavensward, and then I put the game down after having grounded out through A Realm Reborn. And then the second time I came back, I got lost in the sauce trying to get back through A Realm Reborn because Titan was attacking a town, and then they're like, oh my god, Titan's attacking, we gotta do something quick, here, go on a scavenger hunt for things completely irrelevant to this plotline. And not only is it just like a one-off scavenger hunt type thing, but it was like 12 mini quests in a row, and I'm just like, bro, I just cannot handle this right now. And so I dropped it again. And then I played one other time, like way before that, but I don't even really remember what I did because it was before A Realm Reborn, and the game wasn't that great. So let's go save it. Oh yeah, now we can upgrade our our altar things. Final Sting was not being learned? Yeah, I really wanted to get that Marlboro mount, but alas, I did not.
Pray, how can I assist thee, penitent one? The altarpiece on your back now has more capacity. Here, I will wait for you until...
So the next one costs 3. That's kind of what I figured.
May the hands of the miracle guide thee, penitent one.
Now, I don't remember if I turned in the Rosary thing. I must not have. Where are my key items? Maybe I did. Oh, I need to equip it from the dude. Okay, I forgot. Hey, True Connoisseur, how's it going? You glad that I finally got to Blasphemous 2? You had a blast with this one? Nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself so far. Still in the very beginning stages learning things. Nope. So this one was the Fervor, and I think I wanted to do the increased prayer type thing. Wait, no, this has this energy? No. No synergy. Sierra's favor. Increases damage. Increases any source of elemental damage. Okay, interesting. I do want to keep the fervor thing on because it's really good for my thing. So I might just go buy another thing.
May the hands of the...
2 slotted in here. For that... City of the Blessed Name. Where was that lady? That's not her. No, that's not her. Was she not on the map? I'm a little bit confused. That's not her. That's not her. I guess I'm going to have to explore this spot again. Maybe she's here. Oh no, maybe there. Alright, I'm going to go that way first. After, of course, buying things. The Rosary lady? I'm sorry, I should have like tried to specify the silent one who told me to shut the heck up because her baby be asleep. So Fridge was saying Blasphemous had that really strange and intriguing mix of violence, emotion, religion, and so on. The aesthetic and everything put together hit different to other things. Yeah, the atmosphere in Blasphemous 1 so far was better, partially because of like the pixel cutscenes, whereas this one has like fan art cutscenes. I don't know how else to describe it.
We have no more prey.
Oh, wrong shop. We need to talk to the disembodied arm.
You point.
We point and then we'll buy. Okay. Lightning damage. Guilt recovers health after an execution. Increases time to perform a block. But since I do not block right now... Oh, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, so never mind. I'm just going to buy the Rosary knot.
Here among my wares, I shall await your return.
In my head of heads, I'd already purchased such an item. I know the Rosary lady is in like that other village of like the Wailing Streets or whatever it's called. Wait a second, that's a room. So we need a hammer. How did I miss that? Do I even have one?
I shall wait for thee.
Oh, I do. Right. They throw white flowers into the abyss, an act that apparently calms down the suffering of that mysterious being. Right.
Now I shall...
Oh, so that's for max health.
I shall wait for thee.
Receptacle?
Bring me more vials.
Okay.
I shall wait for thee.
So they're... Wait. The babies are tearing off her skin, or are they trying to put it back on?
I shall fill them with mine own blood.
There is something going on with hands in this game. Because, like, we've lost a hand, which we don't even know about how. Don't think there's a bell thing anywhere nearby. So it has to be from the other side of this spot? Heaven Sword trims the Faffling? Or Faffing? You never really got past Realm Reborn despite multiple attempts. So best of luck with that. I don't know how viable it is to try to like take Blue Mage beyond like the basic questing and stuff. But I hope you're enjoying yourself. And make sure you get that Cactuar 1,000 needles when you can. Otherwise you're going to be boned. So let's go down and then to the left, I'm assuming. Something satisfying about that. Scallyzy says, depending on the DLC, Blasphemous 2 might be your favorite. So is it not your favorite and you're just waiting for like the upgrade and quality of the DLC to reevaluate your opinion, or is there something more to that? I forgot about that. Okay. True Connoisseur feels the same way. You prefer the pixel cutscenes, but the gameplay is better. Just trying to get a little bit better at aiming that, just in case. Yeah, I don't remember where this lady is. I'm assuming it would have to be down there. I think this room? Yes. Okay, I'll need to mark this. No answer. But I've got your prayer, I think. So how many hands does she have aside from her 2? She had like 6 extra hands, right? I think. Wait, do they belong to the baby? Her feet are in the ground, almost like the twisted one. Both have their attractive qualities, but B2 might make it... The DLC might make B2 your favorite? Okay. So those dudes brought me that way. I guess I could just keep going straight. Or not, because I forgot I don't know how to open this. Alright, I'm just going to use the Homeward Bone Mirabras of the Return to Port. And take that off immediately. I still don't know what the chime of the twisted one does. Invoke some ghostly bell, the chime of which causes mystical damage. I've yet to see that. I never continue to go this way. I guess I did like stop checking that stuff out a bit. Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk to the lady. I'm gonna chalk her up. All right.
Tribute to honor. To honor.
I'm poor. So I rescued 3 of this lady's sisters. The tall, white-robed one was the most recent. Let's go visit our Rosary friend. Streets of Wakes.
Do you have rosary notes, penitent one? Now, Let my hands knot a new mystery on your rosary.
A new mystery of the Rosary has been unlocked.
Your rosary now treasures yet another mystery.
Sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and equip that. Mystical damage, fire damage, physical. So I guess I'll just go with mystical. And I'll need to remember that I have a fire resistance item, which I'm not going to remember that. So I think I would need like a speed rosary bead to get up there, and I couldn't get that way. So I think I'm just going to warp back here and then proceed to the right if I can. Hey Revenant, welcome back. You slightly enjoyed more of the heroic and adventurous tone of Blasphemous 2. They ran the risk of making the sequel feel like a caricature of one with excessive grimdark stuff. Their style and ideas for this world clearly go beyond that. Okay. Hey Mao, how's it going? It's going well for myself. I was looking up a bit more of the lore before the stream, but I still need to do a lot of research. Oh, what am I doing? Whoa. Anyway. Can't do anything with this. So once I go to the next room, I'm gonna go down to the left just to be safe. Thought I checked that out, but maybe not. Oh, that would explain why not. Those jerks. They can block. All right. Don't know why I stopped going this way. Oh, I missed all of that completely. Can I like stop it midway? Apparently not. Okay. Well, a lot of good that did me. Can I even mark anything? No, okay. So what should I do for double jump? That, I guess. Really happy with the trailer that came out earlier today for Guilty Gear. Was it like a new character announcement? I think I might have seen like the thumbnail for it. I haven't really kept up with Guilty Gear or anything though. Actually, I've never played them, so to say that I haven't kept up might imply that I was like ever on the bandwagon to begin with, I guess. Must have bumped his noggin. Yeah, I guess I'll go to the left if I can. Then I'll check out the right side. Oh, it's one of the returns of your favorite characters? Nice. Revenant was hoping you'd talk about Hollow Knight, or you were talking about Hollow Knight one day. Oh, that's why I didn't go to the left, because we need the mirrors. Man, I always feel like I should have a different marking for the mirror thing. Alright, so instead of going all the way up there, I think I'll just go back to where I was. Okay. So Guilty Gear has lore? I didn't even know that. Although, I guess I would almost expect something more akin to like Street Fighter lore, where it's kind of has lore, but not really. Which, don't get me wrong, if you're a fan of Street Fighter, the lore is good, right? But it's... I've never really been able to take it too seriously. Am I gonna have to run for this? Oh no, I don't even know how to get there. Gotta YOLO run it. We don't have time. Stop. I had pressed circle, but nothing happened. I was kind of miffed about that. Hey, we acquired the bleeding miracle. I know this guy. Launches a crimson disc that returns to its bearer, inflicting mystical damage to its enemies. Verse dedicated to the bloodshed and penance, the first sign of sacrifice since the emergence of the earliest worshippers of the miracle. I do kind of like the electric one more, though. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because I haven't seen if this one is that different. You got a mark of martyrdom. Oh, so it can go downstairs. Okay. Took way too much damage going through this area. Need to play a little bit more cleanly. There's a 100-year war between humanity and the Guilty Gears. The god of destruction, the universal will, the backward, universal dimension that is the origin of the universe? I'm not sure what you're saying. Platinum asks, what's everyone's favorite game or series based on the lore alone? I mean, well, hold on. It's kind of hard to just say, like, the lore alone, because, like, a lot of things, like the game atmospherics, play into that. And I almost feel like, for that, it's almost a bit better to recommend something like a book instead. If you're just saying, like, the lore alone. I mean, I really do like Bloodborne. It's pretty freaking sweet. Just a little bit cryptic as hell. Oh, the thing has decent range. So we can't get there yet. Skelly's says 40k, but that's cheating. Otherwise, the Souls games. Can't wait till somebody comes in with a hot take like Star Wars Masters of the Terraz Kasi. Or like Knights of the Old Republic. Elmo's Number Journey. Hey, Meow Laser, welcome in. Levo says Elden Ring. True Connoisseur says Metal Gear, for real? I legitimately didn't know it actually had like decent lore then. I know when I was in school 3,000 years ago, there's a dude in my class who unironically enjoyed reading the Halo books. I don't know if those are actually good, but now I'm like wondering. You've acquired Price of Blood. Oh, it's a rosary thing? Slightly increases the tears of atonement gained. Well, since I don't know what I'm doing with this. Metal Gear has absurd lore, but you love it? Okay, did not know that. Oh, Metal Gear. That makes sense. Sorry, for whatever reason, I was interpreting that as Guilty Gear. Hopefully my reaction is a bit more understandable now. Like, Metal Gear, huh? I didn't even know that game had lore. Just frickin' robots shooting each other, right? Alright, so this is the place that I couldn't get to, but I need the Gara things. It's kind of weird. Mao needs to think more for lore alone. So we got the toxic farters. I thought I'd be able to finish that before he attacked. I thought I turned it off. Okay. Oh, so you turn it off really quick. There's no like real animation to go along with it. Ooh, there's a door. Ooh, it's closed. Knock, knock. I thought I broke it open for a second. Revenant read the Halo novels. They're not high art, but they're decent, you think? Shame what the series lore evolved into. We also have like Rainbow Siege, so Tom Clancy's books. They might work. Did I just say Rainbow Siege? I meant Rainbow Six. Tom Clancy actually has a decent amount of games, doesn't he? Yep. I really don't think that down tilt is worth it. It's not worth that effort. Is that the same kind of dude from the first game? I killed him! I'm sorry. Mao seriously can't decide because you know so many lores and the aspects of that you like is hella difficult to choose. And then, speaking of like adaptations, we also have like The Witcher, don't we? To be honest, I read like 4 of the Witcher books, and they were okay. They weren't particularly phenomenal. I did not read the name for this place when I walked in. Oh, they're webbed. So I need the dagger. But I can break this. In your face, game. I should probably... this entire area I need the dagger, apparently. So I don't know if I can even proceed. Kind of like that enemy, like flavor-wise. Tom Clancy proves that just because you're dead doesn't mean you can stop making content. I mean, does Tom Clancy prove that? I thought Tupac Shakur did that. So we got another hand warper. Sweet. That door is closed. You like the part where Triss was pooping and vomiting everywhere and still trying to get with Geralt? Was that in the games or the books? I'm scared. Let me do something silly. Actually, I wonder if that does work. So we just trade. Oh well. Alright. I'm gonna go heal for being so silly. Oh, that's funny that the statues just kind of pop back into existence. Hello, girl. Hey. Tom Clancy was dead and publishing games way before Tupac was a hologram. I wasn't even necessarily talking about Tupac being a hologram as much as it was, oh, he was on the top thing. So he was like a webbed man. Anyway, Tupac was releasing like songs for years after his death, collabs and whatnot. Revenant says, top 3 best fiction books I've read. You want to get back into the habit someday? So that's kind of rough to talk about because for me, I really enjoyed the Wheel of Time series for like the first 7 books. And they were like peak fiction to me. And then I did not enjoy them as much beyond that point. And I really didn't care for the ending. So yeah, it's kind of rough. I was also a really big fan of A Brave New World. I think it's got its own issues and whatnot, but I quite enjoyed it. And I don't know if I should say this book. There's probably better books that I can think of, but for whatever reason, it's just kind of like popping into my head right now. Maybe, and this might not feel like the criterion of the question, but I'm just trying to think of like some of the more impactful books that I've read. And in a weird way, I would say On a Pale Horse by Piers Anthony was really good. But then like his other stuff gets really cringe. But to give you guys a little bit of a synopsis of On a Pale Horse, because I don't think many people would have heard of it. It's kind of like the Tim Allen movie, The Santa Claus, way before that movie ever came out. Although instead of it being about the Santa Claus, it's about the Grim Reaper. So this dude, like the novel starts off with this dude in his apartment. Things happen. He ends up killing Death and then has to become the incarnation of Death. And within this kind of a world, like the incarnations of like nature, time, Satan all exist, and the universe is a world where science and magic kind of coexist. It's really neat, but part of the reason why I really liked On a Pale Horse is because it really made me reconsider like the concept of like death in relation to life and like life support, and that sometimes there is a bit more dignity and humaneness to letting people die a bit more natural deaths, amongst other things. But I don't think it's like the best book ever written by any means. It's a good book for like 14-year-olds. All right. Astanex says, On a Pale Horse was good. In the end, everyone was married and related to everyone in the series. Yeah, the Incarnations of Immortality. Thanks. I couldn't quite remember what that saga was called. If you like high fantasy, damn it, that book series is kind of dead too. A Name of the Wind was pretty good. I liked a lot of L.E. Modesitt's books, particularly the Saga of Recluse. Things like that. Mallow asks, killing Death, how does that even work? It's kind of, I mean, like I said, if you have ever seen the movie The Santa Claus, it's kind of like that. World of Darkness, it's what Vampire the Masquerade is a part of. Oh, for some reason when you said Vampire the Masquerade, I was thinking of frickin' Anne Rice and her novels. Definitely a different series, that. So what else was I going to recommend? Oh yeah, Discworld. Discworld is phenomenal. I think the first 2 books are kind of choppy, I guess, but then Terry Pratchett really gets his stride in the 3rd and the 4th book, and then moving on, and then it's just kind of all building upon itself and making in-jokes, and he's just a very witty guy. If you guys aren't familiar with Terry Pratchett, because he's more of like a UK well-known author rather than like in the States, although they're definitely fans of him in the States, he's kind of like what you would get if Douglas Adams, the author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, wrote fantasy instead of sci-fi. Death slips off a roof trying to deliver presents? Something like that, yeah. Hotline Miami's really interesting. Oh yeah, Hotline Miami's really cool too. SNX bounced off the first book. You'll have to retry them. Sir Pratchett, may he rest in peace, was brilliant though. Yeah, so definitely take the first book and the second book with big old grains of salt. And the nice thing about the Discworld series is for the most part, you can kind of just pick up any one in the catalog and read them. I think Mort, that might be the fourth one. And that one's a really funny one because the main character is Death, if I'm remembering my catalog correctly. But a lot of the Discworld books are really easy reads, really quick to pick up. And if you like put them down, they're kind of really easy to get back into as well. All right, I'm not going to even bother marking all the mirror ladies. Oh, never mind. Because I have the daggers, that's why. Oh, so that thing broke. Was that a heart? New weapon gained. Sarmiento and Centella. Centella? Sarmiento and Centella are the fastest weapons in your arsenal. Forged with the intention of being wielded by experts from the school of the verdadera destreza, whose swift and accurate thrusts blended with their defensive mastery. Sorry for my inflection. Adherence to the teachings of this school can transport the wielder to ecstasy, empowering their thrusts. Sacred Thrust R2 plus square, parry R1. Okay. Your arsenal has increased. Tap L1 to change weapon. You can rearrange their order of appearance in the inventory. Actually, it's rapier and dagger combo. Thanks, Scaleezy. So is it Zendaya or Zendaya? I've heard Tom Holland call her Zendaya, and I always thought it was Zendaya. Oh, so you teleport through them. Oh, and I should also be able to upgrade these, huh? Use the crossguard at the last moment to counterattack with a lightning quick thrust that will pierce through all enemies ahead of you. All enemies, that looks kind of short distance, not gonna lie. Unlocks the first verdadera destreza indicator. Hitting enemies with the Sarmiento and Centella increases your verdadera destreza level, adding lightning damage to your attacks. Getting hit depletes your indicators. So how does that work? It just... Oh, so it's like a... The more you hit, the more you get. Press R1 and square to unleash a barrage of thrusts. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Not going to upgrade nothing until I get the next weapon. Well, that's annoying. Right. For such a short game, Hotline Miami really made Fridge think. You had a ton of fun, loved the world, actually changed your perspective. Maybe Hotline Miami's your favorite lore. Too hard to choose. So there's something about Hotline Miami. Oh, the boss is like right there. Oh, I can't get there yet. Which is very familiar feeling to me, and I don't exactly know why. Like it has to remind me of something so much, but I can just never put my finger on what that something is. But I really liked Hotline Miami. That game was a blast. I haven't played Hotline Miami 2 yet. I think I got it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I got it on like the PS Plus thing one time and I just haven't played it yet. So I think the red one means we get ganked. Watch me need the dagger for this. You jerks can't get around a table, haha. So these are almost like the dungeon thingies, the confessor statue things in Blasphemous 1, if you think about it. You have acquired Fervent Kiss. Centella like Yahoo. Okay. Does it remind you of the original GTA? Maybe. But that's not what I had in mind. But that's actually a really good guess. Speaking of which, I saw a bit of a trailer for something the other day, which actually did remind me a lot of the original Grand Theft Auto, but like, it looked a lot more modern. So when I say the original Grand Theft Auto, I mean GTA 1 and 2, which I didn't really play a ton of those games, but way back then, one of my friends actually was a computer gamer and had a computer capable of running those types of games. And like, when I went to his house, him and his dad showed me Mr. Bean. No, damn it, not Mr. Bean, Killer Bean. Very, very different. Could you imagine only learning of Mr. Bean from people who owned computers in the 90s? Anyway, they showed me Killer Bean, which is like this 3D animation of a coffee bean getting into gunfights Matrix style before the Matrix is a thing. So anyway, they had Grand Theft Auto, so I was exposed to those games through them, essentially. And I remember, like, his dad was super into computers and, like, upgrading their computer. And I asked him, like, how much storage space they had on their computers at one time. And he, like, listed off, like, 6 or 7 different hard drives that they had. And he said he had, like, a terabyte of storage, which way back then was, like, astronomically huge. But ironically enough, today, that's like, yeah, that's pretty standard. Hope you enjoy your 3 games with your terabyte of storage. A new Killer Bean is coming out. I did think I saw something about that, but I haven't, kept up with the Killer Bean lore. Alright, so Fervent Kiss. Piece of cloth used by the high sanctities to cleanse their hands after being kissed. Oops. Oh, it's the dude. Okay. The goofy hand will probably want this. How will they find out the truth if to their eyes I'm no different from the others? We all share the same beauty and grandeur, the same skin made from light itself, the same voice that sounds like a gift from the high heavens. What if I was, in fact, different? What if I truly was the most divine of them all, the only one deserving of adoration? Or deserving adoration, whatever. Yes, all will kneel before me, all will worship me, all will wait eternities to share my presence and fight for the honor of kissing my flesh. I just need to make sure the others disappear. So there are other hand things. Okay. Glad I did not bow down to that thing. It's an elevator. Yeah, Mr. Bean only had 14 episodes. That kind of like blew my mind the same way that Gilligan's Island only had like 12 or something like that. Spooky. Choir of Thorns. Oh, I know these things. I was going to say that this reminded me of the first area. Give me your bread. Oh, she's got the chicken in the basket. Oh! He hit me through the wall. They're cheating. I don't want to explore too much, to be honest. I mean, I do, but I also would like a preview. Reach. So yeah, to go back to answer the question, I feel like this is kind of a basic guy answer, but I really do enjoy a lot of the lore of the Final Fantasy series, and the original Final Fantasy VII for me is kind of like a masterpiece in the kind of fragmented storytelling that really takes a lot of digging to get the information that you might be looking for. But it is kind of surprising how coherent and cohesive it is. I don't like how you can't really see what's below you in a lot of places. So I'm assuming we just need to keep slashing. Oh, that's kind of wild. That's super cool. What was the point of that? I feel like Peter making breakfast only to get shot in the arm. Now I would choose Xenoblade when you think Xenoblade takes it because you're not a fan of the gameplay, but you're a heck of a fan of the series because of the lore. Peter from Family Guy. It's a little bit of a reference there, but they always have their like stupid cutaway gags, and then Peter said something like, "Oh, this is worse than the one time I made breakfast," and then it just like cuts to him operating a Rube Goldberg machine. So he like kicks a ball off, and then it like he goes through a bunch of like tiny little mechanical contraptions, and then at the end of it, instead of like making scrambled eggs and toast, it's like attached to a pistol that just shoots him in the arm. And he's like, what the hell is the point of that? It just shoots you in the arm. It doesn't make breakfast at all. And so that's just kind of what that little contraption reminded me of teleporting through all those like little dagger things. So we got a cool little bell over there. Oh, does the bell get rid of these things? Alright, so don't go up there. Drop, 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 drop. I can't drop. Wait. Dash. Ah. I don't think it does do the chain thing. You've acquired perforated liar's tongue. My imitation was perfect? Oh, really? Because I think my Peter sucks. I mean, I've practiced his laugh, but I'm terrible at doing his freaking voice. It's classic. You absolutely love the Rube Goldberg breakfast scene in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang as a kid. Nice. I don't think I've actually seen that, now that you mention it. Or if I did, I was probably so young that I don't remember it very much. Not off the top of my head. Oh, so we get resistance to miasma damage. Scratch. Nope. Perforated liar's tongue. A piece of hollowed and parched flesh belonged to a priest who, because of the miracle, fell victim to the poison of his own words. Miasma's resistance, I was gonna taunt him and say, miasma resistance is for people who get hit. And then I got hit before I even was able to finish my stupid taunt. Oh Lord, it's swooping. I have no idea what's going on here, but it's kind of the fun of a game like this. I was immediately planning on going somewhere else, but those plans changed because things changed. Now, just now remembered the universe of Project Moon. Oh no, I can't get up that way. Alright, so we're going to clear out this area and then come back down to the little lady statue. I also like a lot of the lore of the Star Ocean series. But to be fair, a lot of the Star Ocean lore I felt really got unhinged with Till the End of Time. Star Ocean 3, that is. I didn't mean to go this way entirely. Oh, well, the enemies are still going to be dead. That is one of the nice things about this game. That if you clear a screen, the things generally stay dead. Wait, I need to go... Wait, how do I even get up there? I don't even think I can make this. Unless... No. It almost seems like I should be able to burn those or something. Hey Stella, how's it going? So Project Moon has a bunch of great games set in their universe. Wait, so these people are being consumed by trees and then their spirits are leaving them? Oh, I solved that problem of coming this way eventually. I couldn't go that way, I don't believe. Or that's because I might have needed the daggers at that moment. Stop going that way. A place like this makes me feel like I should be hitting the floor. Dang it. I really just decided to not go right? Or maybe I can go that way? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Although, to be fair, I guess I never really knew what was going on in this game. So I do need to direct my attacks. All right, let's see if my flame attacks build off of each other. Why is it not going? What the hell? Okay, so I don't really entirely gain fervor enough to offset those costs as I'm building it up. So my guy is just standing there. I think like the animation is messed up or something. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh yeah, so that seems like a bad idea. And that it would instead be better to do the jump ignition attack. So that was just to fight those dudes? Was there nothing else in here? Weird. So Stella, we've been asking each other what's our favorite fiction pieces as well as our favorite lore in a video game. If you want to provide your own answers, you're more than welcome to do so. Now, I guess I could explore this stuff a bit more now, huh? So that question mark was for my daggers, I think. Or is that like a double jump? I don't even remember anymore. Actually, let's heal up before doing this crap. The funny thing is, I was like, oh, there's a boss over here. But then I just got, ooh, piece of candied, distracted for ages after that. Man, I'm so tempted. Actually, the hands aren't very accessible over here, so I guess I'm going to explore this spot first. Well, yeah. Oh. Did I hit him 3 times in the air? That's cool. I thought I got him. Hey, we got another Mark of Martyrdom. Oh, they're dropping. Down and to the left. Oh, that's why. So that was indeed a question mark of a place to go. I couldn't get down there, so I've made a mistake. I don't think I would have any way of getting up here if I couldn't do that before. Man. I was afraid that thing would still be active. Turn! I do wish that you could... Why am I not turning? That you could turn in between your swings or something like that. You could face where you wanted a bit more easily rather than needing to wait on animations for it. Favorite fiction's hard? Yeah. Game lore? She says Okami, just by virtue of it being your favorite game. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I said, what game lore did you like, but a lot was ruined in recent games of the series? Funnily enough, I can still say Final Fantasy VII. Yours would be Diablo. You were so mad what they did with the story. You seriously think you could write a better story than that? I'm sure a ton of people would say the same thing about World of Warcraft. In some ways, perhaps even Overwatch might fit that bill. Let me heal up. Hey Dylan, is this your first time talking tonight? Maybe I just missed it, but welcome back to the stream. It's kind of just like getting a case of sequelitis for a game where it just doesn't fit the vibe of the original so well. Just go up and to the right. What was over here again? I feel like this is my third time checking it out. I didn't check this out at all. Why was it filled out? So this sounds like a place where we meet the spooky skull horse bro, the Canehurst carriage guys. How come they're not here? Levo says, people say that about Shadow the Erdtree. You know what? That's probably a good example, to be honest. It's not that I particularly dislike Shadow the Erdtree as much as I dislike how disconnected it feels from the base game and vice versa. Diablo is a good example. You never liked 3, little interest in 4. Okay, you just jumped in? Sweet. Nice to see you again. And I guess I could also throw Star Ocean back into that mix, because I didn't play the newest one, but I think I played Star Ocean 5 or 6, the one for the PlayStation 4, and it was just, wasn't bad, it was just mid, and I was really disappointed. I still need to go back and play the remake of Star Ocean 2, because that game was amazing for the PS1, and the remake looked like they were actually trying to do the series justice. Oh no, I got a speed run and there's scary spikes. Okay. Okay, this doesn't actually seem that bad. That's right, so we've got a drop down there. Alright. Diablo 3 had weak lore, but 4 was infuriating. So what I've heard about Diablo, I've never actually played the Diablo games, is that 3 was not that great, but 4 was acceptable. And the general trend of the ranking of the game's stories that I've heard is essentially Diablo 2, 1, 4, and then 3. So, I mean, if it's the third best, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's at least serviceable for a lot of Diablo fans. Oh, I thought I missed. Maybe you guys feel differently about that. Bro, I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, I'm really mad about the ledge controls in this game. Why is this dude shaped like a friend? He's not a friend! But he's shaped like one. Oh, keeper of the door. What is your wisdom? Hello. I was wondering if I could hurt him more while he's doing that. He really doesn't do much damage. I almost feel like this is a mistake. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna spare him. I got that feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't want to jump too high and hit my head. Apparently the spikes don't do a crazy amount of damage. Oh. Fridge points out a good one with all the Metal Gear games simultaneously ruin and enhance the lore of the series. You haven't played them all, but you've played a few. It's hard to explain. It's bad and good at the same time. No, I understand what you're saying. It's Kojima. It is like the hammiest, most awful stuff imaginable, but there's kind of a weird sense to it that's deep. It's like, it is like the epitome of I am 14 and this is deep. You don't exactly play Diablo for the story. Revenant's hope copium is that Death Knights are a hint towards Elden Ring 2 and that Godwin, you wish, bro, Godwin will play a major role. Hashtag doubt. So I still don't know how to deal with those. Maybe that's what the scimitar is for. So I can go to the right, but that's got a friend-shaped friend. So I guess I'm just going to go this way, or can I go up? I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I can't reach. Certainly can't reach that. Oh, there's a room over here. Okay. Wait, no, I can't get there, right? I think that's the spot that had the place that I couldn't reach. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Oh, and there's a spot over there. Okay. Fridge said, FromSoft kind of flopped for them with Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree. It didn't get into it like Bloodborne or Dark Souls. It didn't hit. My condolences. I mean, I really do like aspects of Elden Ring. I do think, I mean, I would appreciate if there were certain differences, but overall, I do think it's a really solid game. I think it was just a little bit too big for its own good parts. But nonetheless, I think they did about as commendable a job that one could do in trying to endeavor to create an open world, especially one of such magnitude. And my biggest regret about Elden Ring is that you only get a first playthrough once. And then after that, I feel like a lot of the excitement, for me at least, kind of goes away. Stella's still thinking on the fiction. The problem is you like a lot of things, but you're not sure you have a favorite. That's fair. All right, so maybe a better way to think about it for Stella, which is kind of the way that I defaulted to, because it's kind of tough to pick. I agree. What like fictional stories may have had the most impact on you? Oh yeah, this is the Rube Goldberg thing, which is kind of silly. Wait, so maybe I just screwed up then. Oh, it's because I don't have this thing. Okay. Let me put the burn mark thing here. Red is for burn with fire, because that's what I'm assuming I'm going to need to do with those things. I'll need to block sometime just to see how that works. I do no damage. Oh, maybe I could have blocked that. So that feels the same. Scary. That's not going to reach. I need to remember that's only... I recover it with one hit, though. One multi-hit, that is. Dylan's only Metal Gear that you've played is 5. You unironically enjoyed having no idea what was happening. You played it on your birthday and got a total surprise birthday cutscene at midnight. It was so surreal and funny. That's great. D4's presentation was better than 3, but the story itself was kind of wrong. Try to be morally gray about it when there's clear sides to it. Okay. Fridge Max, you got your idiom backwards. You scratch an itch, you do not itch a scratch. It's one of my biggest pet peeves when people reverse that. And I'm not actually like annoyed at you, I'm just trying to share in the knowledge. Okay, so we couldn't go up there. So we're pretty much done with this area, and I guess we're just going to have to go back to the hand. Okay, so we'll beat the boss, get the hand. That makes sense. And then I think after we do that, I'm going to come back up here now that we have the mirror things and warp around up this section. Stella says, Sailor Moon was probably the thing you liked the longest? Interesting. Oh, so Level, you like a lot of PvP? Yeah, I guess if you like PvP, there's probably a lot more longevity with Elden Ring. Especially with them like continuing to patch things and the adjustments that come with that. I don't need to go up there to hit that. Oh, look at those nerds trying to do 3 things to get one little guy. Oh. These things are floaty. I probably should have gone for that wall. Okay. The flail's disgusting. You didn't even realize you're bad? Never scratched the itch? Yeah, you're welcome. Don't worry about it. We got these guys again. Oh, I think I blocked too soon. Can I hold this? Aha, that explains that. Demon Souls lore still has a special place in Jay Dixon's heart. Demon Souls lore is just, there's not enough meat on the bones for me to have ever truly gotten into it. Like, it has really interesting ideas there, but nothing to really support them beyond just like, huh, that's neat for me at least. Although I really did like a lot of the attention to detail in Demon Souls, like the way that the old hero was blind. So that way, if you silenced your footsteps, he literally just could not find you after a while. To me, that kind of stuff is peak. How did it live? It's underrated compared to the other games. I don't know if I could call it underrated. Maybe underbaked. Demon Souls has excellent visual motifs. What stands out to you about the visual motifs for Demon Souls? I'm a little bit curious. Keep in mind, I did only play the PS5 version, so that probably also impacted my impression of things. I need to heal. Can't wait for the tables to attack me. Well, that was close to the table, I mean. It is really weird to me sometimes how the camera just kind of acts on its own like that, and a little bit annoying. Because, like, now I kind of definitely expected something coming into this. But I'm gonna die. Huh. Oh, these are just throwers. Okay. Barely. Almost died. Still time to do that. Well, I did it. I got excommunicated, guys. Oh, that's the first time in a while. You like the old hero design in the remake, Mel? Dylan thinks fog is a great and underused motif that calls back to romantic notions of the sublime, but it never feels unoriginal. It also has some interesting blend of architecture. That's fair. I really did like the fog stuff. I really, really wished that they had kept the fog having messengers in the Bloodborne fog walls. But, you know, they didn't. Wait, the little dudes are still gone. Oh, there they are. Screw these guys. Stupid contact damage. I was afraid he was going to hit me through the box. Why can't I break the chandeliers, though? Oh, maybe that's why I one-shot them, because I might have swung their candelabra back at them. You abused the heck out of the flail mace until you got sick of using it? Yeah, I could imagine that might happen to me if I keep abusing it like this. But I mean, I picked this weapon because I was like, okay, it hits above and below, and it looks like it has a decent amount of a reach. And I could charge it to begin with. So it just kind of seemed like a no-brainer to me. I do wish that this would stay lit while doing that. While jumping, I mean. Let's not screw this one up. Oh. I mean, I did screw it up a little bit, but whatever. Huh. Expected that much. Hey. I hear her. Maybe I gotta slide under. Do I not have the requisite thing to break this open? So chat, I definitely know that there's something under here. Like I can hear the... Oh, never mind, I figured it out. That was a little unintuitive. Okay, so that's the platform you jump down. Whew. Oh, I forgot to go back to the lady who wanted 15 hundo. Oh well. You think it's time for From to invent magical barriers that aren't fog? They do've got that Ray of Lucarian barrier now, don't they? You always thought it'd make more sense for the Carians to use the magic sigils, for example? Well, apparently you were a step ahead of me. Yeah. Mal thinks the golden fog in Elden Ring is kind of out of place. I could see that, yeah, now that you say something about it. Rescue the Kobihita? Kobihita? I don't know how to pronounce that. My weapon choice reminds you, until you played a Souls game, you always preferred the lighter, faster choices for combat and hated the slow big boys. Now you can't help but want the big-ass sword all the time. I typically also prefer the faster things, but when I was testing out this weapon, it didn't feel like ridiculously slow to me. And in a game like this, I feel like I might value the AoE aspect of this more than like the daggers. Because there's like nothing wrong with them. But I mean, oh. I've got an idea. Alright, my idea is a success. They just ain't got that range. Sweet. So everything's gonna respawn. Alright, so her candelabra did not hit her. I've since learned. I wonder if I could knock things back with the daggers, or if it's purely a flail thing. Oh Lord, she eaten, but he not. There's a seat at the table for us. This cave is creepy. You found it lame how slow the big weapons were in the Souls games? They changed. Oh Lord, he eating. She's sleeping. Can I like fall down from the top? Let's not eat yet. I was just goofing around, and now I might have inadvertently discovered something. Probably irrelevant whatever I do, but... So I'll need to ringy-dingy a bell. Can I reach this? No. But I can do that with the daggers. I almost call them lanterns. So before going down there, we're going to go up. Or not. So you can't aim directly up while you're jumping. That's really weird to me. That is something that I noticed and is also partially why I didn't pick this weapon. They're heavy though? Yeah. You've seen videos about weapon masters reacting to Souls games movesets, and they always say how wrong they use the big weapons. Well, maybe the weapons masters in real life just need to get more poise, forehead. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to reach that like that. Man. Weak. Is this the first area? This is not. This is completely different. It's like they chose the most inefficient way to use that sword. Well, in all fairness, those weapons are heavy strength, low skill. Baby. Can't believe they added Beyblades to this game. What a jerk. I'm gonna die for trying to use the ranged, not the ranged, but the tricked form of this stupid weapon. I need to do it while airborne purely. Although, not this dude. I don't know how to deal with them. Not like that, though. I know better than that. Apparently, I don't. Oh, I could have been. Oh, I could have used these things to warp around. That would have been smart. That's how you deal with them. Oh, Lord, it's dangling. So I can't get around here. I don't know if that would have broken with my dagger, so if I need to hit that from the other side, I will. Oh, Lord. He got me. Almost all the weapons for the Souls games have really bad animations for those who actually know how to use those weapons. I mean, yeah, people who fight with knives certainly don't really wield them anything like that. Or like fists. There's no grappling. So I certainly don't take that stuff super seriously. So, sorry you're a little bit hung up on that, it seems. So I went back here partially because I wasn't sure if this progress would have gotten overwritten. Wait, how come I still have guilt? Do I need to talk to the dude and cleanse myself? Time to add command grabs to Soul games? I mean, that would be cool. Until we have to, like, figure out which one of the 10,000 boss moves is to tell to grab them. Can be a mark against a game the more seriously it takes itself as historical or realistic, though. Oh yeah, if it takes itself super seriously, I would be inclined to agree with that. You've acquired Senior Embroiderer's Thimble. Slightly reduces damage from traps and falls. Oh, there's fall damage? Oh, maybe that just means in the spike pits. So I've also noticed that we've got the different colored icons on the top right. I wonder if there's anything related to that or if it's just for like visual reference. Anyway, utensil that belonged to the Lady of the Threads before she devoted her flesh and soul to her penance. So I'm assuming that's the Rosary lady? Maybe not. This goes down. That brings us there, but I think I want to go back to the right and then down that way if I can. Stella's here to have a good time, not a remotely realistic time. Exactly. How many of the marks do I even have at this point? Probably a lot because I haven't used any in a while. 7. Okay, I'm fine with like leaving those alone. Man, I feel like I could get that. Maybe if I had like the faster thing. Oh, this is how you get it. Got it. You have acquired the Tempest. That sounds really cool. Huh? Huh. Wah. Crossguard, Sacred Lunge. What did I get? Relics of Contrition? No, that's from the dude that... No, maybe that is that. Is that what I got? A Relic of Contrition? You think there's something wrong when real life looks cooler than a video game? I mean, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I was too fast. I didn't think about that. It was an altarpiece? Oh, okay. Thank you. The Scribe, Anointed One. Choir Master, Tempest. Increases lightning damage. Lore. Quote, "Shed no more tears, my brother. While I must go, my being will always watch over you. No matter how vast the abysses that separate us, my voice will always find a way to echo within your heart." Said Perpetua to her brother Estrus. As he cradled her head within his trembling arms, her eyes closed for a final time. Thus, Estrus heeded her words and cried no more. So this is one of her. Interesting. And it's lightning based, which is cool. Lightning bolt. Stella is saying that she feels fortunate to have a good time when not everybody can get a good time. This is kind of cool. Now I just need like a down air attack. It got me! Oh, contact damage. Oh, he actually has an attack? Kind of figured this dude was going to come up. Oh, I switched, but it was not fast enough, apparently. I don't know what I did wrong. Whew. You've acquired Ornate Chalice, so that'll increase our max HP. Still curious about this guilt situation. Oh, you can pogo with the daggers. Okay. I didn't need to hold anything down, which is nice. Right, so I wanted to do this. Oopsies. I'm trying to see if any of these walls are breakable. Apparently not. So I'm going to leave these two alone. Wait, aren't they backwards now? They're backwards now. Maybe it's because I saved it. Because I was on the opposite side of them before. Because we had the lady first. So I do need to upgrade the weapon to riposte. So be it. So we've got the lady up there. I guess I'll get rid of this thing now. Oh, and we've got a mean dude up top. So that plan will change if I ever go up there. Oh. Oh, man. All right. Alrighty. So I need to delay my attack on that. I wonder if that can climb walls. I'd be doubtful. Alright, so anything would break that. I don't know what this is about, but it seems fun. Ooh, it broke open. I think I'll go save it. really didn't want to have to deal with these things. Maybe saving the other spot was easier. Yeah, it would be. Maybe, yeah, because I wouldn't have to deal with so many of these things. Well, whatever. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. These old folks are one of the most memorable bits for Revenant. Such a surreal and uniquely blasphemous kind of quest. Oh, so I do need to go sit by them. Dang it. I was trying to see if I could like fall out of the top somewhere and then use that to like catch them while they're both there. Lord, she eating.
And you may die, perhaps even rot away before my very eyes, but that will not help you. I can wait as long as it takes, long after those insatiable worms have finished their repulsive feasting. In the end, I will discover that secret thou hast been concealing from me since the first dusty cobweb appeared under the eaves of this home, and since the first wrinkle marred thine already pale and bony forehead. But for now, behave yourself. Can you not see we have a guest at our table? Sit down, sit down. Welcome to this humble table. My name is Castula, for that was what my parents so desired. It is a great rarity these days for footsteps to echo through these lonely halls. And believe me, yours have not gone unnoticed. What dost thou seek here? Dost thou crave the same fate that befell so many unfortunates who ended up possessed by the very gold they sought to make their own?
That's really interesting because after looking at more of the lore of Blasphemous 1 and whatnot, this kind of gold could be a reference to the miracle, or this could be an oblique allusion or metaphor to being possessed with like greed, or maybe even something beyond that. Literal possession? I don't know.
Yes, this manor is awash with mysteries, secrets, and curses. If only I could find the hiding place of my brother Trifon's manuscript, perchance I might have at least one less mystery to solve.
You can't just use perchance.
How deluded you are. Did you think you could keep it from me any longer? Do not listen to this brother of mine, dear visitor. Do not believe his untruths.
Alright, Ask Next, you have a good night, and thanks for dropping by the stream. Take care.
If we had my brother's manuscript, we would know each and every last one of his secrets.
Oh, sister, stern, terrible Castula, seekest not to deceive me with your detached expression, that serene indifference that becomes thee so well. I know you hear my words, even though the look you return to me arises from the depths of the shadows themselves. Welcome, visitor, to this table of reproach and intrigue. My name is Trifon, for that was what my parents so desired. Pay us no attention to my sister's words, nor her silences, but just by looking at her withered face one can sense her malicious smile.
So this is interesting because he seems to perceive her as being dead, whereas she was perceiving him as being very lively. But I mean, he thinks she's still alive despite all that, and is just doing this kind of silent treatment to spite him, it seems.
No, I am no longer interested in your confabulations.
Alright, so that's an S tier word, confabulations. This game already gets an extra bonus point in the rating score.
Thine understanding has long been governed by a dastardly imagination. I remember when you had that old blue-green headscarf. It was so soft. You kept saying that it transported you back to other times, to distant memories. If you held it now in thine hands, perchance you might cease with thy constant accusations.
You can't just use perchance.
You would never have lost it if, just for once, you had stopped rummaging through my affairs.
Oh, the cloth of the old woman was hers. Let's deny that.
Yes, sister. You now have the headscarf in your hands, and its softness would calm thee and free me from thine venomous reproaches.
I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it in like the forested area. Cloth of the old woman. Oh, so no, I think I must have gotten this in the desert place. Cloth belonging to the sprightly old woman who lives in the hamlet of the Golden Knots. The cloth is mysteriously pristine without a single thread out of place, despite its great age. 'Twas the most beautiful present she had ever received, a handkerchief of snowy silk, crafted with such delicacy it looked as if sewn from pure light. That cloth brought Castilla feelings of warmth and calm, but also awakened within her a deep curiosity. The present concealed something only she could barely perceive, something that whispered in a language of embroidery and soft folds. Perhaps she just imagined it all? Okay, so it is always a bit difficult in playing a game that has as dense lore as the FromSoft games or even Blasphemous, trying to decipher what harkens to what, and quite honestly tends to take multiple playthroughs to put things into their proper places. So I should perhaps look back to see where I got this, and that might also have a bit of lore behind it. Although I doubt it, because the environmental details aren't quite at the same level as the FromSoft games. Sometimes items are just in a bit of random places. But who knows, maybe there is a bit of a story to this after all. Let's go ahead and give it to him. You've given cloth of the old woman.
Yes, this is my sister's headscarf. Castilla now seems immersed in her memories. Where have you gone, Castilla? In which dream, from which you do not wish to wake, have you taken refuge?
You've acquired remembrance of Castilla. So that's very interesting. I wonder if there's truth to both of their kind of claims, and if when he's dead, it's because he's looking at his manuscript or thinking of it. So, symbol of an old woman who longed to hear her late brother again. Ah. That night the old painter was visited by the strangest and disturbing of dreams. He saw himself as a guest at the table of two elders, siblings that engrossed themselves to the bitter vice of mutual disdain. Already sitting, they shot him uncomfortable smiles and offered a meager excuse for a dinner. The oldest, Castilla, barraged her brother Trifon in constant slander that he retorted back with disregard in an endless back and forth. Now and then they grinned at the painter, gestures loaded with hypocrisy that only made their cadaveric faces the more unsettling. Shaken by the macabre surrounding that vision, the artist woke up in a flash of inspiration and decided to capture that weird and anxious nightmare. The outlandish dream was then immortalized in a grim painting that invited the beholder to step inside the frame, even if, by doing so, they risked being trapped in such eternal supper, sharing the table with the two siblings whose twisted smiles remain, to this day, a mystery to us all. So I think we could give the remembrances to the sculptor, if I'm remembering correctly, which I might not be. So, okay. We'll just move on back over to the right, and then we're going to jump down the pit. They're literally stuck in different dreams, maybe. So Kastula and Trifon are from Goya's 2 elders eating soup? That's awesome. And thanks for that, my essay. Damn it. I got bonked. I got bonked. And here I thought this way would be safer. Go. I like how I forgot about that and almost got hit by it again. Oh, okay, so this is a little bit different. Oh, wait, no, I just never went down here. I just stayed on the top part, now that I think about it. I was like, what's that blue thing? Because there's... Bro, he's got long reach. Heal! Oh, so maybe this is the only way we reach the boss? So I'll go back to the left and heal up, I think. Is there a nice spot over here? Maybe not. Be cool if there was one right there, but I doubt it. Yeah, the little save spots, the pure Jews, are pretty plentiful here in the game. Well, then maybe I should go that way. Just to see if I can walk in that way. I didn't see the little guy. Heal, bro. Your weapon doesn't reach as far. There's kind of a lot of enemies in the game. Oh, that's why it was so annoying. Wait, no. Oh, I needed to go down. I forgot to do that. May as well get our free tears. Sweet. Right. Hey, we got a mark of martyrdom. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll go up and then down. Just satisfy my curiosity before I hop down, because it seems like it'll be the boss no matter what. I thought the boss would have been the way that I went the first time around and didn't go through. Maybe it isn't. Oh, that's why. Alright, well then that solves that conundrum. Now we gotta fight this guy. Wait, where'd the dude go? Oh, he's over there. Dang it, there goes my full HP. Oh well. Can I have full fervor though?
Welcome to this palace. How silent, how mundane these luxurious chambers have been. Halls that were once frequented by the most distinguished of visitors. They all ended up staying here, captives, trapped, petrified like golden statues, prisoners of the very riches they craved. Dance now with my steel, penitent one. We will embroider your flesh in sacred torment, in a tapestry of blood and gold.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's like a sewing needle? If not, I'll be disappointed.
On guard.
I don't think I parried that. Let's heal. Oh, so that's kind of like the one move in a different game. I was afraid of that. So, I didn't touch her for once. A boss actually beat the crap out of me. Holy guacamole. This track is a banger. I got embroidered, oh no. Yeah, let's go back, round 2. I do appreciate the little curtsy. I will need to bow back. Oh, so I can hit her during that. So I need to time that a bit better. I walked into her. That's not smart. Ah! Okay, so after she blinks is when I will need to dash. That was the wrong time to heal, apparently. Oh, so that just goes off of every single swing. Okay. I mistimed that. That's not going to reach. What am I doing? They're all golden. Okay. So maybe just go underneath one. Bait out that attack. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm liking the boss fights more. They're a lot more involved than in the first game. It's nice how they knew how to properly salute with a fencing sword. Yeah. You should respawn out of Golden Cocoon after fighting her. That'd be dope. And what's even crazier about this game is that they made a cocoon boss that's not a spider somehow. I didn't even know that was possible. Actually, I wonder if she was the big cocoon, because it's like broken open now.
On guard.
We haven't seen phase 2 yet? Oh no, that's true. I forgot to bow. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so discourteous. So that's not as effective as I want it to be. I mean, it's fine. I probably just need to find a better timing for it. Oh, maybe I should be jumping a bit more. Oh, maybe I could just jump over that attack. Cool contact damage, bro. Aha! I figured it out. She bowed. Bait out that attack. Jump! Oh, this track is getting cool. Let's get that phase 2 music. Oh, that was luck. Got her. Oh, a skeleton. That's cool. Blood and Gold. Defeat Orospina of the Confraternity of Embroiderers. I did not read her name. I didn't even know if she had a name. Obviously, she had that boss bar, but I was in it. Yeah, that was a lot more fun than the first game's bosses. Thanks for the GGs, guys. So this should be her in the dream. She's a spider. Ooh. This is awesome.
Be witness to this vigil before my final journey. I, Orospina, am the daughter of the looms, of the mantle of gold and fine silver and scarlet and white. Eldest sister of the confraternity of embroiderers, ancient secret of the needle and the thread. Where I go, naught shimmers with gold, and my graceful steel will never again adorn the air with its elegant silver calligraphy.
I like the phrasing of that.
Penitent one, you who come to witness the miracle, behold.
But their plea was so humble and true that the miracle, whose lofty reasons are beyond our earthly ken, finally stirred from its slumber, aroused from its repose, and moved by the sweet melody of such noble supplications, it blessed this couple of devout believers, whose faith had never wavered, granting them the child they so desired.
The warm and golden caress of twilight invites me to close my eyes. Let the miracle cast open its black gates, so I might venture to where that terrible dream from which one never wakes awaits.
Hey Dusty, welcome back into the stream. How's it going? The bosses have a satisfying rhythm in this one, kind of like New Game Plus from Blasphemous 1. I still haven't done New Game Plus in Blasphemous 1, so I'll need to go back. And mildly welcome back in. Also, are you like designing a sleeve? How's your tattoo stuff going? Is Blasphemous 2 worth purchasing so far? You saw it on Epic Games for $11.99. If you're talking about the first one, definitely, if it's still on sale. And I think even the second one is worth it. These games are probably worth it full price, to be honest, because they're probably like $20 total. I mean, not each, rather, not like 1 and 2 total. 2, you beat 1. Okay, yeah. So I definitely think it's worth it for $11.99. Absolutely. Thought we got something else. Apparently not.
Penitent one, you have known the second of the regrets, and with it, another part of the testimony. The figure of the mother has descended, full of mercy. Anon, the upper part of the city, separated from the rest by the miracle's design, will join the rest. Find the last guardian.
I still have to play that game, The Last Guardian. I got it, just didn't bother to play it after seeing Donkey's review of it.
Penitent one, you have known the second of the regrets, and with it, another part of the testimony. The figure of the mother has descended, full of mercy. Anon, find the...
Alright. I've already forgotten her name. And I kind of forgot that she does ride a hand. Let's get around there. Got a bloody cocoon from me or her. Ooh. 800 Tears of Atonement. Sweet. Oh, so that room's completely disconnected. That's surprising. So we'll take the hand ride all the way back to this place, and we'll give our 15 hundo to the sisters. You like The Last Guardian? I mean, I might play it eventually. I was pretty hyped for the game, and then after seeing Donkey's review, I was like, oh man, I feel like I know too much about the game now. And it's probably been long enough where I could probably go back and play it without too much worry. Where did I want to go? Up to the top. Your tattoo design is good. Your artist has been working on you since you were 18. You're probably going to be done with your entire sleeve from shoulder to hand by January. You only need your elbow and a tad bit of forearm. Okay, cool. If you want to join the Discord and like share some pictures of that, I would be interested to check it out. But of course you don't have to. So we spent 1,500 to honor. Hey, there's a lantern! You're now able to travel to the city from any Jew. Oh, so this is like a what do you call it? The church tribute tithing mechanic, just in a different form. So how much for the next tribute? 3,000, may as well. Ooh, the far one. You will now refill your fervor after resting at any Jew. Cool beans. Sounds good.
Find sisters.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. Meow says, if your tattoo doesn't hide a Waldo in there somewhere. Let's go talk to the sculptor first, I guess. Or no, this guy before I spend all my money. Should probably hit one thing, so I'll be at 18,000.
So be it.
Oh, that cost more.
Sacrament has been completed. Now go in peace.
Oh, I don't even know where my guilt was. Like, it was just kind of there after dying, and I picked it up, but I didn't fully cleanse it. Oh no, with that horn said, you think an ammo gust would be more likely in this day and age? Oh, I guess I should have also looked at how the pre-Jews get upgraded from the sister. Travel to the city, or will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Got it. The Last Guardian's fine, lots of really cool visual and technical achievements, but it doesn't stand up to the expectations from its predecessors for you. That sucks. And then, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the other thing that I wanted to mention with that cutscene is it's a little bit unfortunate how disjointed the story gets told to the player, because I kind of almost entirely forgot about the man and wife who were seemingly infertile at first. And now I am also wondering if that woman is like the mother of mothers. That is one of the unresolved questions that I have about Blasphemous 1 that I was trying to look into the lore before starting this stream, but I didn't have enough time to do so. Because I almost get the vibe that the mother of mothers and its church was repurposed to start to serve like the high wills and its variant of the miracle. But I don't really know about that yet, and so I've been, you know, trying to get more knowledge on that facet of the game. That's one of your complaints too? I mean, I'm sure if there's going to be somebody who's out there and made like a YouTube compilation of all the cutscenes and whatnot to put them into order.
Pray, how can I assist thee, penitent one?
So we got the memento, the fresh maker. You've given remembrance of Castula. You have acquired Castula.
Allow me to present you with a new piece for your silver altarpiece.
So, Madly's tattoos all mandalas and sacred geometry all blending together. You really like it. And it ends with a snowflake compass on your hand. Oh man, that kind of reminds me, I think I saw, maybe as a TikTok, I saw it on Reddit, of like, what I'm assuming was a setup between like two friends or something, where like this tattoo artist is like trying to pretend to be a former military, like asking for a very specific tattoo. So she's like, yeah, so what I'm thinking of is having like an eagle on one side and a lion on the other on top, coming out of a rose which is dripping down into a melting clock that blends into a forest going down my forearm. And so then like the duet type counterpiece was that was like the dude with that exact tattoo who's like, listen, I don't know who you are, but do you think you're funny? Do you think that this is a game? While he's like showing off the tattoo piece by piece. So this kind of reminded me of that, the way you described it. So let's check what that Castula thing does. That's not her. She's the little lady. Increases the damage inflicted when the guilt level is low. Alright, so chat, this will be a non-rhetorical question. If guilt level is low, does that mean that I have full fervor? Or when guilt level is low, that means I have little fervor to work with? Like, it's my bars being blocked. You guys thought the Mother of Mothers was just the name of the church, but you could be wrong. So I thought the Mother of Mothers was supposed to relate to the golden babby that was in the painting. Low guilt is full fervor. Okay, sweet. So I love this. What a great thing this does. Wait. What is that icon on the left? Looks like a thorn. Oh, maybe that's fervor. I can't tell. What did I take off? Anyway, let's do... Hold on.
The altarpiece here.
4. Okay.
The altarpiece on your here, I will...
Wait, do they? No, they don't. So she hasn't synergized with anything yet. Alright, oh well. Physical damage, guilt level is low. Fervor, and then prayers, I'm thinking. Nope. Right, that didn't work. Increases any source of elemental damage. Okay. Dang it, I need the fervor thing. Alright, whatever. This seems good enough.
May the hands of the miracle guide thee, penitent one.
That's kind of what I thought with the guilt stuff, so thanks guys. Just wanted to be sure, because, I don't know, kind of don't trust myself with this game anymore. Mildly joined the Discord. You never had Discord your entire life. Once you figure it out, you'll share a shot of your arm. Cool, thanks. So yeah, Discord, it's kind of like a customizable forum type place. It's pretty straightforward, except like it's kind of like a combination of a chat room and an old style forum, where it's just like a bunch of people, and we have like a ton of like resources for like the FromSoft games. Maybe I'll eventually add stuff for Blasphemous.
You point.
What is this? Resistance to lightning, mystical. The sleepless one will arise. I don't know what that means. I guess this is good.
Among my wares, I shall await your return.
So yeah, in addition to like posting messages, you can really easily post like pictures or like links to videos and stuff like that. Discord is phenomenal. I'm kind of mind blown that it's free. Cross your fingers. And all that. So yeah, let's go talk to him again. You're not allowed to send messages on the channel? What? Maybe, did you read and accept the rules? You should be fine. You should be able to. Make sure you're doing it in like the general channel or something. Like you can't do it in the announcements or anything like that. And then also if you're in the Discord, you'll get alerts of when I go live and whatnot.
Pray, how can I assist thee, penitent one?
My Discord has a lot of topics, so it can be a bit overwhelming at first for new people. Oh yeah, so I should tell you guys that if you're new to Discord, my recommendation is to click the channels that you don't want notifications from and go ahead and just feel free to mute those. So that way you don't get bombarded with stuff you're not interested in. Kind of take a lot of that stuff for granted, so I'm kind of glad you said something, Lovo. Yeah, I see your message, Madly. Alright, so what was I going to do? Damage of prayers and fervor, rather. Oh, so this must be a guilt thing, I think. I was hoping those would stack, so I'm going to assume the guilt thing would stack with something else. think the lady, right? No, they don't synergize. I'm really surprised by that one. Let's try her now. Didn't expect that to work. Let's put the fire thing on. Am I blind? Where is my fire thing? Oh, there. Okay. Where's the guilt thing? Critical hits, damage of prayers. Health after an execution sounds good enough. Alright, I think I'll save this. Create new. Yes. Okay.
May the hands...
You don't spend much time in the Discord, but the alert's really nice. Nice. Yeah, it kind of sucks to get alerted, especially if you're in like a bunch of servers. So I try to do it sparingly. But I should probably like make a role, but I don't know. Sometimes opting into a role is no bueno, and I guess people can always just opt out of notifications. Although maybe it'd make more sense to have like a live alert channel for that stuff specifically. So that way people could just mute that channel specifically and then get like notifications if I'm making like actual scripted videos and whatnot. Okay, so I wanted to go back up there, I think. Oh, wait. I can't remember if we had mirror lasers in this area, but we might have. And if not this spot, it might have been the other room. I should probably go back to that very first area now that I think about it. So I'll leave that alone. So I'm going to go back to the very first area. I forgot what that was. It just scared the crap out of me. These things are super cool. So I'm going to save my martyrdom points to see what that other weapon is like. Still can't do that there. Wait a second, there's like a thing down there. Oh. That's right. Okay. That's kind of why I wanted to come back this way. Because I needed to hit a bell. A bell whose existence I do not know of. Wait a second. Right, that's what this thing was about. So I need a double jump. So for now, my question marks mean double jump of some variety. So we have a Gara thing coming up here. I guess this will be for Gara because it's gold and shiny. You love when games let you make marks on the map or even just your own maps? Yeah, for real. That is something that I definitely enjoyed in Elden Ring as well. And then they did me dirty by just auto marking everything on the map with one of those patches. I was like, oh man. Kind of like made like a lot of my own like personal touches feel a little bit more invalidated with that. Well, actually, maybe I should keep going all the way left. And then I guess I can use the Preview to go back to the city directly? Okay, yeah, this makes sense. You get plenty throughout the game? You got them all before you got upgrades? Oh yeah, this is the room I was just in. You completed all upgrades before reaching the end game. Okay. For the Marks of Martyrdom? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not worried about, like, hoarding them. I just want to enjoy the weapons that I have immediately when I get them. So I'll choose, like, I'll decide whether or not I like the scimitar better as a secondary option. But I think I'm just going to keep upgrading the crap out of the flail, because it makes the most sense to do that in some ways. Okay, so I need to keep going left before we have the up option. Repose of the Silent One. So that's us, I'm assuming. Where's her face? I know her face got marred by fake Chrysanta, whatever her name is. Okay, so we have ledges that I can't reach. So I think that's that, really. And I still can't jump up there. Alright, so I think that's pretty much that. Do we have another statue of us yet? Because we got a new weapon? Apparently not. So there are 3 statues here. You haven't played the game, but the flail looks so broken. I think the biggest drawback of the flail is that I can't parry with it. And I'm not too crazy about the tricked mode yet. Maybe it'll get even better once we have more upgrades for it. But I've reached the upper limit of upgrading this weapon for now, which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well. It's probably a good limitation that they put into the game, because there really would be no reason to level up your alternate weapons. If you could just max out one at a time, you'd kind of be nerfing yourself, I think. So I can't really blame them for that. And I'm sure depending on how one advances through the game, it might not even like really matter for a lot of players. So I'm going to take the hand thing up there. Okay. Or do I want to like look? No, I think I'm going to go up manually. So that way, in case there are any mirror statues, I can zip around. Just me forgetting everything I did. He hit me. Oops. You've acquired Immaculate Mother of Pearl Gouge. Metal blade with a pronounced curve. With it, sculptors carve and sculpt the wood with extreme delicacy to produce precise contours in their work. Okay, cool. So we could give that to our sculptor buddy. Don't know exactly what he'll do with it, but that's part of the fun of getting something like that. Hey Mao, how's it going? Missed much? Any mind-blowing lore discoveries? Did you see me beat the Thread Girl? Or no? Oh, so there's something way up there. How the heck do I get way over there? Oh, looks like I need to fall down from the upper level, but I can't. There's nothing this way. You did not see me beat the Golden Thread Girl. Yeah, I beat the Golden Thread Girl, the fencer lady, and so we learned a little bit more about a mother, an infertile one at that, trying to birth a baby. Oh wait, this is a spike pit if I remember correctly, because I complained about this. Getting off ledges is the worst in this game right now. Yep, okay. I remembered something, chat. So yeah, aside from that, we were learning a bit more about dreams and whatnot. Because we also talked to the old couple. Or the old siblings, I guess I should call them, rather than a couple. Castula and Trefan? So I need a Gara thing. Although this was just tears and I didn't really care about it. Wait, I think I got... Did I get the sculpture thing from something that was not like... That was not a chest, but it was like that? Whatever. You had to go eat? Oh yeah, you don't need to like justify it. Stuff happens. So aside from that, we also upgraded the church twice. Well, maybe not the church, but the sisters. And that's pretty much all we've done so far. I've backtracked a little bit to look for more of the dagger stuff, or to see if I can like go places that I couldn't before. Still don't know what's going on with this section right here. That goes back that way. Okay. And I couldn't reach this spot. Is it because I needed the dagger? I don't remember. Because I know this is backwards. Okay. Now I remember this spot. Which is kind of useless because it's not even memory at this point. It's just like, hey, you can't do this. The whole family birthing thing had you confused a whole lot. So I've got some ideas. I think I'll like leave them alone because I'm pretty confident they're not going to pan out. Go up the ladder. But the one thing that I'd said about that cutscene while you were gone was that it kind of sucks how spread apart those cutscenes are. Because it's really easy to forget that they're even a thing. Like, I'd almost entirely forgotten about the infertile couple before seeing that cutscene again. Whatever, I don't think I need to fall. Do we need the Gara thing? I don't know what's going on with this. Yep, I didn't think that'd work, but may as well have tried it. No, I need like an air dash or something. I should definitely mark this though. This fell immediately. Maybe I need like a bead to not be so fat. Cool, I can go through both of them. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think it just connects back this way, huh? Oh, that's why. Don't remember what we cling the bell for. Apparently doesn't matter, because I fully explored this spot, maybe? Actually, I can't really trust myself on that, huh? You shared the tattoo on the Discord? Sweet. Just jump to grab the ledge before the fall? Does that actually even work? I mean, I tried it, but it broke. Anyway. Levo says, markers are so simple, yet such cool mechanics in games. You just completed Tunic and didn't have markers for some reason? What a shame. Oh, really? I have not really heard too much about Tunic. That looked like a pretty neat game. Like a bit of a baby Zelda, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's definitely on my radar of things to potentially check out sometime, though. No, I'm not going to save it. Because I could just return to town and come back if I really cared. Actually, I don't have full health. I lied. I'm going to go save it. So how did you enjoy Tunic, aside from the lack of markers? Mao doesn't use that much. I don't really use a lot of markers if things are a bit more linear, but I tend to use it if I'm prone to forget something. Like, this game has so many reasons to backtrack that it's hard to not use markers if I want to see everything. And I probably should have been doing a better job using them, but I was at the point where it seemed like I couldn't get to things no matter which way I was turning, that it didn't really matter if I put a marker or not. You've gotten forgotten tribute. Oh, so maybe I should have marked off the room over here. I think was the tribute room. Because we had that noise, but I didn't have any. That's cool. Bro. Is there like a different button to jump off ledges with? Because this is ridiculous. No, it's literally just jump. That's so annoying. Oh, this has a dash attack. Okay. So I need to go up somehow. Thought the statue up there had glowing eyes for some reason. I was like, what's going on? And I know this room, I need like a double jump. Alright, without horns, you have a good night. And Madly, you also have a good night. And good luck with your Donkey Kong 64 stuff. Can I even get back up? I don't even think I can get back up this way. I don't remember what this treasure was. To me, it almost seems like it should be where you get the flail, because that's sticking out, but I don't know. I don't think so. Levo says, Tunic was really great overall. It's a combination of a 2D Zelda-like Link to the Past, and it's with Souls-like bosses. The puzzles are really great. Felt really accomplished after everyone. Nice. Hey, Mildly, thanks so much for the $3. Appreciate that. Global says, Tunic was fantastic. Maybe I'll need to check it out sometime. Yeah, let's go to the city, I guess. The only time Mao used markers was in Vintage Story? I don't think I've heard of that. I've heard of Vagrant Story. All right, now we can also refill our fervor, so teleporting is free. Tunic is fantastic. It'd be a great game for stream. Maybe I will think about that sometime. It's definitely got a bit of lower priority than some other ones on my list, but I will consider it, yeah. Oh, so you would get the flail there if you chose another weapon? Kind of got that vibe. That makes sense. So, let's go to the right. Because I don't remember if there was a dagger statue lady. No, there was not. Okay. At least not right there. Ah, it was right there. Thought I saw some. I don't know what these do. Oh! That's exciting. Cool. You know what? I didn't necessarily need the unignition thing. I could have just switched weapons really quickly. Obviously, I didn't have access to it at the time. Ah. Oh, I forgot to give the thing to the sculptor anyway. It's a chest. You've acquired the Ecstatic Novice. Oh yeah, I didn't even read those other ones, now that I think about it. The Ecstatic Novice increases the stun power of your attacks. That sounds amazing for this weapon. Okay. It was that day during morning prayers that I felt something was wrong with the sisters. I found them pale and tremulous, overwhelmed by the sudden burden of a terrible secret. Mother Superior called me to her presence, ordering I must remain within my cell to pray, and so I did. Shortly after, the noise of hammering at my door. Realizing they were sealing me within, I cried out, but nobody answered. I have barely survived since then, sustained on breadcrumbs delivered through cracks in the door. Upon muddy water from an old clay pot. That's a weird fragment. The convent has fallen into a sepulchral silence, broken occasionally by slow, heavy steps that can now be heard down the hallways. Something or someone has taken over this place. Please, to whomever finds this writing, please have mercy and set me free from this nightmare. Aw, poor girl. Vintage Story is a Minecraft clone, but way harder to progress because you actually have to craft a low-tech stone to copper age stuff to do anything. Interesting. Tunic is extremely sensitive to spoilers like Outer Wilds, so it's essential that the chat doesn't backseat the game. Okay, thank you. Definitely appreciate that heads up. Okay, so let's check out some of the other ones that I didn't read. Did I ever read the scribe? I don't think so. The miracle well knows these lines to be the last ones my hand will write on these parchments. The The briars surround us, getting closer by the day, and they will soon take over the whole monastery. They grow on wall and column, covering the roofs, entering windows and sealing doors as they twist and knot. We cannot get out. What reason for this punishment? What was our sin to deserve such a sentence? We are devoid of sustenance, and our time is nigh. My only hope is for someone one day to find our corpses and mercifully provide proper burial in sacred grounds, for someone to set us free from these walls. Poor guys. So yeah, the Briar stuff, I learned more about like the mea culpa and the sin of custodia, and the heart of mea culpa kind of interacting with that whole Briar thing. And so that might also be a bit of a motif, especially with like the Twisted One turning into a tree, that I didn't pick up on with my first playthrough entirely. So, we read that. The Anointed One. I don't think I read this. Or did I? Let me hydrate real quick. Okay, so Radames was the monastery's confessor who had dedicated his life to hear the vile sins the monks had committed. Oh, right, we did read this one, because he learned all those terrible things. Yeah, this one was super long. The bishop slightly increases the damage of prayers. It was a night of unusual beauty, of clarity and quietness. Within the circle of high towers that had always been my home, only silence. I stayed in the great balcony, like every night, so I could offer a prayer to the starry sky. A rotund full moon shined closer than ever, bathing everything in bluish and purple shades. I immersed myself in my litany, inspired by the holiness of such a moment. Suddenly, the shimmer in the sky caught my attention, and I was left breathless by the vision. A huge basilica, tall, sublime and of impossibly transparent turquoise color, stood askew before me, surrounded by the circle of towers. I knew then that everything was true. The great construction of watchtowers named the Crown had been built because of a legend. A legend of a ghost-like of a basilica that only in the light of the full moon revealed itself. The same building had once stood there before crumbling into the ground in ancient times. The devout witnesses dedicated their lives to watch that place, praying for another glimpse of that sacred site, and so built the circle of towers that I now call home around the points where that miracle took place. So, the circle of watchtowers named the Crown, I wonder if that has any relationship to that crown ring from Blasphemous 1, and that is something that I want to look into a bit more as well. The things pertaining to Altas Gracias and her marriage, and her triumvirate body being hatched from an egg that we gave to a tree, I think might really be important in learning more about like the High Wills. So who knows? Alright, that'll be good. And then we read that one because it was Perpetua. Alright, the woman who's untouched by fire. I'm not sure exactly who that was. That's right. Choir master? Okay. Pay no heed to his words, as he's but an old and deranged friar that every night stayed out on his balcony, convinced that a great chorus awaits him to start a magnificent concert. One day, during his habitual walk, he wandered deep into the forest to pray, coming back a changed man, as if his mind had returned to a more joyous, more hopeful era, said the woman to the stranger as her gaze lingered sympathetically over the friar. The old man gestured endlessly to the air, a smile uplifting his withered face. Interesting, okay. Trader, we did that. Is this the same trader? Let me read this again. I don't think so. The flagellant reduces penalties. Yet another lashing. The stronger the pain, the closer forgiveness can be found. The suffering is light but a feather. Only my heart is heavy, filled with guilt, burdened by regret. So yeah, one of the other things that I learned is that the mea culpa inflicts physical damage to appease the pain of the soul. And now that I kind of learned that, that kind of puts a lot more of a perspective into our quest as kind of like the penitent one, going around killing things, harming their bodies to kind of set their souls free, essentially. So this is Radames? Okay, so I think we're good. Oh no. Diana. I see you depart. The flowers in my mantle wither. Ochre shades engulf them. At the lightest breeze they crack. I will escort you no more as my duty ends. But I know that, in another place, at another time, we will meet again. I need to sneeze. Alright, so let's give the tool to the guy. Viridian plus Anna. Viridian Anna? Viridiana.
Pray, how can I assist thee, penitent one?
The woman from B1? I don't remember her, apparently. You have given Immaculate Mother of Pearl Gouge.
This gouge, as precise as it is delicate, is unquestionably the most suited to this noble wood. Know that you have my gratitude, penitent one.
The woman I chose to ignore? Uh-oh. Oh, the woman... Okay, the one before the bosses who offered help. Yeah, screw her. How dare her take away my fun. That's why I'm like, who is she? That's funny. So I think he has more dialogue.
May the hands of the miracle guide thee, penitent one. Pray.
I'm going to walk out and then see what he has to say.
I feel divine hands guiding my own in a heavenly struggle of monumental virtue and mute joy. The figure of the Most Blessed Lady is beginning to emerge.
Her best ending is not helping me, to be honest. Good. That's right. Get in my way, you get got. So yeah, I do like that you can see a bit of that visual progress with the statue. So it seems like we might be halfway done. A little bit unsure about that.
May the hands pray.
All right.
May the hand.
So I figure we might just get a reward once he clears out that statue, but a sculpture, whatever you want to call it. Can't ring that bell. Can't climb that one. Oh, I still can't get there somehow. So that'll be marked by the blackness on my map. Okay. So before I end the stream, I want to go back up here to see what the heck that was about. Oh man, do I not have a straight shot up there? Bruh. Man, that looks annoying. Like that's even further out of the way almost. Too bad I can't warp between previews directly. That'd be amazing. She would have died after curing me in 3 bosses because her healing makes her age. That actually sounds really cool. Wait, I literally just walked to this hand to realize that I'm not going to go into whatever. Can I not make this before? Why couldn't I make this before? Oh, because I need a bell from somewhere else. I don't know what to make about that. Maybe there's a bell in a different spot? Maybe we need to look at the floor on this side of the room. Oh, it's probably by the Gara area. That'd make the most sense to me. Everything is Spanish, but the checkpoints are French? I could not tell you. Or maybe it's Latin. Do you know that it's French? We'll see how this works. It is French? Okay. Grills and Ruin. That's grill with an E. So those two have got to be connected somehow, okay. Oh, I forgot to put on the stun thing. I knew I was forgetting something with the sculpture. It was bothering me. Well, no, I guess I'd be fine without the stun thing because I wanted... I guess I should have like looked for synergies. But I wanted the extra damage from having low guilt. And I'm not going to take off the fervor thing. Even though I should be using my miracles a bit more. If that is nothing, okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing when I first visited it, but it's nothing now. Did I visit that girl to tell me to put blood in the chalice? Not yet. I probably should have. I forgot she's there. In my mind, she was over here, and I wasn't close enough to her. But I could indeed increase my max HP. That's a good idea. Wait a second. There's buildings in the lake. But there's no buildings on the cliffs. I think somebody had pointed that out to me last stream and I forgot about it. But then I told them I tend to notice that stuff when I'm like backtracking. And here we are. Prophecy fulfilled. Yeah, I remember that the bell can be set on fire, but unless it can like burn certain things, I haven't found too much of a use for it yet. Dang it. Just for the damage, just whatever. Welcome into the stream, Todd. I don't really care. But thanks for the feedback, I guess. Ah. Why do we have the spooky horse music but no spooky horses? Alright. Don't remember why I couldn't get here. Maybe I should have marked this a bit better. Oh, no, I remember. It's because I need the fire thing. Wait, no, that was that over there, wasn't it? Should I go that hand and then up? Oh, yeah, and that was the dude I didn't want to kill yet. It's a nice boost on bosses when I don't have time for prayers. Yeah, I'll use it occasionally. So one thing that I've found is that trying to ignite normally really sucks. And the most optimal way for me to do it right now is to do it in the air. Feels like I should be able to break the ground. I'm going to go back to the city. Then I might travel to the far right things. The far right hand. Wait, what was this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we actually had a lot of those dagger things down here, didn't we? Did we? I think I'm thinking of someplace else. We had some dagger things in this spot. Oh no, it was the Mother of Mothers. I should go back there sometime. Maybe I'll do that at the beginning of next stream. I was stretching in that vid, to be honest. I disagree. I mean, I'm not trying to say that they're like one-to-one the same, but I think there are very similar themes between the games. And that such kind of themes also appear in other forms of Japanese media as well. So, Chalice.
Now I shall enhance the vital light within me.
And welcome in, Servan. Nice to see you.
I shall wait for thee to bring me more chalices.
Alright.
Bring me chalices and vials, and I shall fill them with mine own blood.
Oh, we use her blood. I don't think I was paying attention to that. You know, for a second, it looked like that dude is like playing on a Nintendo Switch or something. Maybe he's like eating. Oh, he might be like slicing an apple. Did they have anything different to say?
We have no prey.
Nope. Okay. Let me go back to the shop. Oh, and now would be a good time to switch around the altar thing. There might be synergies. Maybe I'll do that off stream because it's a little bit boring. I don't know.
You point.
I guess I will use the wax seed. Maybe this is another item
Here among
where I'm supposed to use it without any indication and die like 5 times before it actually gets useful. See you, Todd. Wait, why was it going this way? Oh yeah, no, I wasn't really meaning to go this way. We're gonna go back down here. No, maybe I will put myself in the Mother of Mothers and that'll remind me to double check that spot out now. Yep, okay. Rosary bead, Tears of Atonement. We'll take that one off, I guess. And Wait. Oh, it's just in the key items. I was not expecting that. I'm going to need to go back to the preview. That's annoying. Forget you don't really get to save it right at these things. I was like, what is this room? I don't remember. So yeah, I wonder if these hand... Wait, there's always been the hand thing, huh? Because we've always warped from a hand altar room thing. I guess hands have always been a motif and I just didn't notice. Oh, there's a faster way through this way. I forgot about that. Well, it's not really that much faster. Just gonna ignore that guy. And then we'll be able to warp through that thing. That's what I was thinking about earlier in the stream when I got the daggers. For some reason, I thought they were in the top left dungeon where we fought Radon's, whatever he's called. I know he's not Radon, but bad at names. Okay, so this will be a good spot for me to pick things up for tomorrow, because then I will check the dagger things that I couldn't access before, and maybe we'll explore a little bit more of the Mother of Mothers, and then after that I'm thinking of checking above the Choir of Thorns. I kind of want to leave this spot alone if I can, because that dude, I don't know, there just seems something a little bit off about doing things that way, so alright, I'll take that down. Well, maybe I'll just leave that there to remind me if I ever get something more important. So, okay, everybody, that'll be it for tonight's stream. Thank you so much for joining in, whether you're actively chatting or if you're lurking or watching the VODs. I appreciate that. We'll be going live at the same time of 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so hopefully we will catch you on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.